What up, everybody? It's your boy Adrian, and the Steelers' Monday Night Football game against the Cincinnati Bengals has finally hit a final, and it was a atrocious performance. The Steelers fall 24-17 on the road to the Cincinnati Bengals for their third straight loss. Now, listen, a lot of people expect me to be mad and be upset. Now, first half, I was steaming. At this point, it's kind of setting in. Hey, this is the reality. Is the reality right now. But by far, that first half was one of the probably the worst first half of football I have ever seen in my entire life as a Steelers fan and a football fan entirely. Now, shout out for the first time against the Cincinnati Bengals since 1990. Big Ben had two fumbles, one loss. He threw an interception and he was throwing the ball. He was off. He had 19 yards at halftime, his lowest in his career. Pittsburgh throwing the ball three times, led to Cincinnati 17 points. They go down in the half, down 17 zip. Team was 1 for 9 on third down. Can't run the football, like I said. No poise. Receivers can't get any separation. 40 total yards in this first half. That is by far some of the worst football I've ever seen. Like I said, no run game. Benny Snell is proving he can't be a lead back. James Conner was a late scratch at this moment. Now, they said he probably could have been played, but knowing what, we figured, hey, we could beat Cincinnati tonight and rest James Conner because we got two big games coming up. But he didn't play because of quad injury. By the way, Eric Ebron went out with looked like a back injury. Derek Watt got knocked out. First five possessions, 3 punts, 2 fumbles. No confidence. Now, with this win tonight, they could have easily clinched the AFC North and would have kept this thing close. But let's dive into it. Now, second half, they come out first possession, get a score, 17-7 to Deontay Johnson, whose confidence came back in the second half and he was catching everything. So happy for him. That's probably the only bright spot I can point to this. Big Ben looks slow. He looked old. He can't move. This offensive line could not block tonight. They couldn't give Benny Snell any hoes. Big Ben was getting pressured the entire game. James Washington was held without a catch. Vance McDonald, I didn't even know he was out on the field pretty much, even with Ebron out. So there's a lot of big looming issues for this team. Marcus ended up getting hurt, another linebacker. Vince Williams didn't play tonight. Spillane is still out. It doesn't matter. This team falls to 11-3. I don't care about the record. This is not a playoff team, even though they are going to be in the playoffs no matter what. 3-game losing streak. Now, they could potentially lose the next 3 games and put them that finish the season 0-6. Now, what a fall from grace. Like, the schedule was very easy this season so far, but this team has no mental toughness, no fortitude. Mike Tomlin said something at the end of at halftime, but it worked a little bit, but it was a little too late. We should have came out here and handled business, and this is what I was looking for tonight, and these boys did not execute. They tried to wait till it was too late to make a comeback, and it's too little, too late. And you can cry about that potentially pass interference on Chase Claypool on that last drive before we got stopped and Cincinnati got the ball back. But that's all needs to be said. 4 for 16 on third down. Now, I know the defense gave 152 rushing yards on 41 attempts. But with that being said, the defense is exhausted. They are constantly out on the field time and time again. That's going to wear a defense, even as good as them, even though they lead the league in takeaways, sacks, and points allowed. But it does not matter. Deontay Johnson cannot be the only one. At this point, I really feel like there's no fixing this team. It's just trying to catch you from fall. Realizing now that the AFC North is up for grabs, you fall from the 2 seed to the 3 seed. Now, the next 2 weeks consist of a hot Indianapolis Colts team at home, and then which probably will be for the division against the Cleveland Browns for the AFC North. And now, if we can talk about how that's going to go, we can get there when we cross that bridge. But potentially, that could be happening, and what a story to tell. And as you all know, I can't stand the Cleveland Browns. I can't stand any teams in the AFC North. But with that being said, the Steelers failed to take control of their own destiny, and it's bad right now. It's very bad in Steelers Nation right now. And I don't know what to say. Like I said, I wasn't trying to hit the panic button, but now it's time to hit the panic button because things need to get in order, and it's falling real fast. And it looks like there's no stopping and no catching up. I'm at a loss for words. Like I said, atrocious, despicable, debacle. Just I don't know any adjective I can use for this team right now. But this team offensively is lost, has no identity at all. Defensively, it can only do so much, especially with these injuries piling up, man. I don't know what to do at this point. This is not a Super Bowl team anymore. This is not even a playoff team at this moment right now. They get in the playoffs, they're going to get smashed by whoever they play because this is an unacceptable way to play football. And you pick the worst time to play your worst football of the season. As we all know in the football world, you have to play your best football towards the end of the season. Now, it went from here, now it's going here. So, I don't know what to do. We'll see what happens, but it's not looking good. And right now, with the look of this team, I won't be surprised if this is an easy first round exit. Nothing to talk about, babe. I didn't say what I had to say. I didn't say my spiel. 11-3, third seed doesn't mean to see right now at this point. So unless something miraculously happens, I don't see any of what I thought was Super Bowl aspirations not to even get in a playoff win, let alone hosting a playoff game alone at that. So hey, we got 2 weeks left in the regular season. We'll see what happens. See how the rebound. Mike Tomlin can only do so much. He's said enough, and this team just looks lost and no energy and defeated. So we'll see the Steelers on Sunday at home against the Indianapolis Colts. Good luck to them, but hey, they need it. So hey, it's your boy Adrian, and I'm out.